Okay, here's some bonus content for the people who are viewing. Jason and Matt, here's a good thing you guys to think about, okay? Okay, here, are you ready? Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. When you masturbate, either one of you...
God, here it comes.
Does the other one know? Is that what you say? When one of them gets an erection, does the other one get a sending?
No, when the other one of you masturbates, because you're obviously they're identical twins, just in case you didn't notice. Your hand is identical to your brother's hand. So do you ever think this is like my brother's hand touching me?
I'm not gonna.
That is exactly the same as
now.
your twins. Do you feel each other's pain?
No.
Don't you bloody dare! I know what you're gonna
Someone actually said this to us in college. It's like we're just at
college, secondary school.
Yeah, it's like everything. But every time it's like, you know, your twins. It's like, yeah. Do you like? If one of you get hurt, does the other one know? It's like, I don't know. Let's try it. And I just smack him square on the arm. I give him a dead arm.
Straight away.
No,
straight away.
Every time. And
Oh
it's
no,
like,
let's find
no,
out.
No, I
Bang!
feel fine.
Oh!
He's writhing in pain. I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. Every time.
It was not fun. I'll tell you that much.
So, everybody, welcome to episode 2 of ChatChit.
Of course,
Episode 1.
Episode 1 will eventually come out when I've eventually figured out what's going on with the audio.
Oh yeah, I had a really problem with the audio, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of
sounded
gravel
really
and-
bad.
We'll sort it though.
Yeah. So for episode 2 of ChatChit,
This is kind of the kick.
this is probably what it is. It's a conversational podcast and YouTube show.
I feel really squashed in here. Sorry.
Okay.
I just feel really squashed.
Here we go.
As long as you don't cause yourself pain, because you know you're
Right.
old and injured and
Getting really funny.
You just did the move. You just did the move on me. Can't believe that.
Okay. Anyway, so episode 2 of ChatChit. It's a conversational podcast, and that's what I'm gonna say that every single time now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a conversational podcast.
Well,
No facts,
We'll just talk about shit, really.
Yeah.
So,
Can I just say, you know what? This has been recorded on the 1st of February, Sunday the 1st of February, which is also, by the chance, it is Super Bowl Sunday. Woo!
Yay! Actually, 2 of us watched that.
Go Team A. Or B, whichever one is the winner.
No, we should do 2 versions. Team A, yeah!
Team B.
Yeah!
There you go. We're covering both bases. Whoever wins, we're supporting them.
Actually,
Just wanted to get that out there.
One of your mates' teams are playing, aren't they?
I've got
Patriots.
both my mates. I've got one mate who supports the Seattle Seahawks. They're playing. They won last year. Completely destroyed the Broncos.
His team.
The other team is the Patriots, New England Patriots, and I think they deserve to win it. They've worked harder than the Seahawks, but I don't know who's going to win.
Honestly, I'll tell you. Okay, I don't mind the NFL. I think it's quite good, but I don't know why they call it American football, because it's basically American kiss chase.
He has got a good point. Everyone runs for the ball. Yeah.
No, because basically it's pick up the object, and whoever tackles you the hardest, gives you the little ooh, yeah, they take the ball away from you. So they call that a manly sport, where rugby is basically how do we destroy each other in a legal fashion.
That is true. Compared to the amount of padding the Americans wear, which makes them look big.
Yeah, but
compared to the English rugby, they wear none.
Yeah, but you see the tackles in the American football. You
They
see the
are
tackles.
hard.
About half the team gets injured somehow. It might only be a little thing, but half the
If
team
you've
gets
ever
injured
watched
every
it,
game.
I mean, even if you do a YouTube search of American football tackles, you'll probably find some gruesome,
ridiculous.
hard-hitting
It's
tackles.
still kiss chase to me.
Yeah. almost like British Bulldog. You're just trying to get...
But no, it's not even British Bulldog, really, because British Bulldog has more violence. Don't touch microphone.
I'm just moving.
Anywho, so Matthew, I keep knocking this, and it's going to be picked up in the microphones. Matthew, so how's your week this week? Have you done anything interesting?
I don't wank.
We were talking earlier.
Bonus content.
we were talking earlier about masturbating, and I did ask if Matthew ever masturbated at work, because he works sometimes behind the meat counter.
No, I don't work there anymore. I
Slices the
used
salami.
to. I used to work there.
Handles that are hard.
But no, the short answer was no. I've never had a wank.
Did anyone ever come up when you're on the meat counter? Did anyone ever come up and have a piece of your meat?
No, they always ask for the specific.
Can I have some of your
that one?
sausage?
No, they never asked that. Actually, I think we did sell sausages. I think someone did say, "Can I have some of them sausages?" But
I could not work on the deli counter on the meat counter. Stomachs.
Do you have any? Excuse me, sir. Do you have any speciality meat? It's like this is turning into a porno.
this is turning into a very dodgy porno. in a small cramped garage.
On a
On a sofa with 3 guys. I'm going to leave soon.
Yeah. Anything else happening interesting with you, Matthew?
No, not really. Went to work, that was it.
Got any girlfriend? No? Oh, what a shame.
Have you got a girlfriend? No.
I've got a few on the go.
Yeah.
What, your
it's a
left
good
hand
idea.
on your right hand?
It's a really... Which are identical to your hands.
Oh, dude.
We're going to have to get up to an actual topic.
So what's amazing is actually, yeah, as I said before, your hands can masturbate his hands because they're the same hands.
God.
My hands are staying here. Hands are not moving.
So Matt,
That's William.
I like talking about your work because you really don't like you don't like people at work. So
I don't like most of the people.
how's the crazy bitch being?
Which crazy bitch is
You're
that?
team leader.
I think no, don't say that because no, God, now I'm going to need to bleep that out.
You're boss. You're
No, don't say boss.
You can't say that because...
A senior member.
the person in charge.
No,
That could be anyone.
A senior member could be anyone above him or all
Yeah,
the
person in
CEO.
charge could be anyone above
I
him.
suppose that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Charlie.
so you can't really say how that... What do you
So
call it,
how-
crazy bitch?
Cunt.
If
How
I
is
give
that
a-
cunt?
if
Which
I
one
give
are
a-
you on about?
Can
One
I give
of
a
them?
full description of who it is and then just have a whole
Yeah.
just a whole bit
Hell,
censored?
just say a bloody name, we'll beep that out.
Okay, yeah, say her name. There we go. So say her name.
So which one? You
The
have...
one that you said
Give
that's like
one
a
in
newish
charge,
one,
the one-
a newish one who kind of bosses you around and gives you shit.
The other night you were
Amy?
about her.
Well, Amy.
I
Amy
think
Vines.
so.
Maybe Amy Vines.
Amy Bynes.
I believe it.
Bynes, you cunt.
No, I had some good news this week on that
Oh,
front.
okay.
She's going to another store.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
hooray.
but you know when in like films when like you defeat the evil, but you've just given way to newer evil. That's what's happening. You've got rid of her. You're going to get someone else coming.
Oh, no,
That's
but-
be a complete
Yeah,
worse.
that's the thing. We are going to get someone else, but she's gone to another section. So,
It should be okay. Maybe
Yeah,
you'll be team leader.
hopefully-
You can be the cock.
yeah, no, that's the thing. Numerous of our team
Matthew
leaders
Cunt
have said that.
Fender.
I was one at some point.
You are.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, the team leader, you f***its.
So what-
Explicit centre.
So are you still on a
Job monkey.
part-time contract?
Yeah, part-time. With my work, anything is part-time up to 39 hours. As soon as you are contracted 39 hours, you are full-time.
So
Which
But the
means,
thing is, you can do.
but that also means that your hours are never set.
Yeah, but you
So
can
I
do
could
like.
do 38 hours, near enough up to full-time, but part-time, and they will be set. What, Monday 8 till 5, Tuesday 2 till 10, something like that. They are set. But as soon as you hit 39 hours, one week it can be Monday morning, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, Thursday off, Friday night. But then the week after that, you may have Monday and Tuesday off, and you'll be working the rest of the week.
Oh,
So
it's not
full-time is absolutely annoying because you can't plan what you want to do on your days off.
It's weird that a
'Cause you don't
superstore
find
would
that out
do.
until the next week.
It's weird that like a supermarket would do a shift like that, a rota like that. You've got to,
Oh, yeah,
you've got to go rota to rota, don't you? It's like, okay, this week I'm doing this, next week I'm doing
Yeah,
this.
that's
next week-
that's with the full-time, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do it
So-
rota to rota, whereas if you're part-time, up to 38 hours, you know, no matter what happens during the week, you're doing Monday 2:10, Wednesday 2:10,
So,
something like that.
so it's better to be part time then, because at least you know you're working these
Yeah.
hours and you can do whatever you want on
But
those
you
days
can-
off.
But you can go part-time
weird.
up to 38 hours, so you're guaranteed 38 hours every week.
That is strange.
So Matthew, have you ever masturbated at work before?
No, I haven't masturbated at work before, mate.
Have you ever thought about it?
I haven't actually thought about it.
Oh!
Except being absolutely disgusting and doing it in the ladies.
They always you always say like the lady toilets are always cleaner, but
They
I
are
work in a
always
nightclub and it's fucking not. I'll tell you that.
Should we clarify now because we did go quite loudly. You have actually never done it.
I have never.
Ready? A big never will come across the screen now.
Never.
Okay.
Have you ever masturbated at work, William? That's too many times to count, I think.
Oh yeah, many times.
I'm sat right next to you. Technically, we are at work as well.
Well, you
Well,
know.
Not the same.
Yeah.
No, never.
That's alright.
I may have had sex on myself, man.
Please say you took this. There was a cover on the sofa. Please say you took that off.
No, this cover's from my house. This isn't from where it was originally from.
Okay, that's alright then. Good. I think I might be safe. I'm not going to get any
So okay,
diseases.
come on, Matt, because Jason is going to have full of stories. Because come on,
Oh,
Matt.
God.
One story about work. Obviously, you shouldn't say where you work because otherwise you might get in shape.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you can say supermarket.
Yeah, you can say supermarket. There's about
Lidl. Oh, I work at Lidl too.
Yeah,
I did.
Used to.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Used to, yeah.
One story from work. Yeah, that's just like you have to. You really like telling people. Has to be something.
Oh God,
Come on.
He'll rant and rave for hours.
Come on, yo, yes.
I
can see it.
For a
I
week.
can see it.
This week,
what that
this week.
involves? What this week?
No,
Oh,
Oh, no.
all time since the day you started like 9 years ago on a 2-hour contract to today when you're still on a 2-hour fucking gunting contract.
Fuck off. I don't know. There isn't a major story at work. Oh, there
Oh,
no, yeah. We have had a few people be fired for absolutely stupid reasons.
Go.
Really?
Okay, go. I want to hear.
One of them, back in the old meat department, yeah, the sink. Back in the old deli department, there you go. You had a sink out back to wash hands and whatnot after preparing chicken.
So it's just like the extra cream stuff.
They didn't wash the cock in the sink, did they?
No, they pissed in it.
Pissed in the sink?
Yeah. Well, as one of the bosses walked around
That's
the corner
not-
as well,
that's
he saw him.
not-
What the fuck? He was out faster than anything.
That's not a stupid reason to get fired for. That's a good reason
That's a
to
good
get
reason.
fired
Yeah,
for.
yeah. So what?
We've had someone else being fired due to commenting about work on Facebook.
Well, no, that's understandable as well, because nowadays with social media and your
Yeah,
page
Facebook
at work,
is pretty big.
you have to be careful. There are, you get it with big companies. don't
Exactly.
you?
You know, with new media, especially like podcasts or YouTube, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be talking about work.
Yeah.
But here's the
You're not gonna
what are
get
the
fired.
chances that anyone from my work is going to watch this?
You never know.
When I tag you in all of it,
Yes.
it's quite likely. That's what we haven't really talked about anything, have you?
No, no,
No, no. But
what I was
this
gonna say,
wasn't
You.
this job or me. No, this wasn't this
Oh,
job.
this is
the
a previous
job.
place. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck that place.
Oh yeah. No, but you get that with big companies, don't they? There's actually a whole department in like BT, for example, that basically there's a load of guys that will just sit there
Yeah.
looking at
yeah.
Facebook, looking at the staff members, seeing if they put anything bad about the company,
Yeah,
isn't there?
That's why you don't have anyone from work that is a boss or manager on Facebook.
And more importantly,
Or
you
anyone,
never
'cause-
write where you work. Because if you say
Yeah.
I work for Waitrose, and it's the official Waitrose tag thing,
Yeah.
or for example Lidl, or for
Well,
example
Morrison's,
George, or just
yeah,
these are just
anyway,
random
yeah.
companies, whatever.
Yeah.
If you put that on there, it will automatically they'll automatically have access to all
Yeah,
your pages.
taglines, yeah.
So they have automatically access to look at everything you've ever written.
Yeah.
What? So say on Facebook, my job says Lidl, and it
Yeah.
is the official Lidl
They
page.
can search
or
to
whatnot.
everything. Okay, so when I was working at Lidl, we had a massive, not compressor. What's it called? Like, I don't know what it's called. You put cardboard boxes in it and you pull it down and it compresses.
Oh, baler.
Baler. That's the
Baler,
word. Baler. And it was quite tall, about 10 feet tall. you know.
Mm.
And once we opened the thing, and for some reason some of the wires hadn't come, so the whole thing just like basically all the cardboard exploded out,
Ooh.
and it was everywhere along the thing. So me and my boss, well, obviously won't know because he still works there, we said, oh, let's have fun with it. So what we were doing was we were climbing on top of this baler. This is my boss, the store manager, and leaping off this baler into the cardboard.
Get in. No, we used to do that. Back
There's a
at,
video. I think the video might still exist somewhere.
we
I think
used to
it's
do
on
that at
YouTube.
Summerfields. Because we'd have sort of a two-time two balers next to each other.
Yeah.
So you fill one
Oh,
side up,
yeah.
and when it got full, you moved the compressor over, pressed it down, and you still had the other side to use.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to sit there and wait for the baler for the compressor to go up and down. But when it get too full, and the baler's in use, or that side needs emptying, one of us just used to jump in it, squash it all down, fit more in, and again, all the time.
Wow, that's
And then when
that's not dangerous at all.
No.
No,
yeah.
but then when it broke, we'd get proper solid cages. So you had metal.
Are you cold?
I can feel him shivering between my
Oh,
legs.
it's chilly.
It's either shivering or he's doing something
Why
else.
don't you pull your sleeves down?
No,
Yeah.
because it's more comfy like this.
Okay.
I will be
But-
warm, it's fine.
You had 4 metal sided cages, yeah? We'd put it next to the stairs, fill it with cardboard, someone would jump in, climb out of it, fill it again. This is when the baler's broken. So we
So you
had
had
to
like a
use
manual-
cages and manually squash them and whatever. So you just jump in, climb out of the cage, jump in off the stairs into the cage, out of the cage.
I thought I was jumping
But the
off
thing
the
is-
stairs into a cage.
Oh no, it wasn't the top of the stairs, it was stairs up, flat bit, about 4 foot off the ground that you could then climb onto the railing and the rest. But
Jesus.
the thing is, the boss would walk round the corner. What are you doing? Baler's broken. No, this is Baler's broken. Alright, then walk off again.
So not a care in the world
No.
from your management.
Oh, that's another silly thing I've done.
Oh.
We had to, we get, I'm pretty sure most places, get packs of toilet rolls in big packs, yeah?
Yeah.
I should be looking that way and not talking to
Oh,
you.
no,
It's a conversation. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm only looking there just to make sure it's still recording.
Yeah, but we'd get them in these big packs and they'd get them on a pallet. We had about 3 pallets of 5 high, like Andrex and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
You didn't.
condense them all down. We can't put them over there because that's too big. Alright, pile them up here. Okay. All the way to the roof. As tall as we could get it. We had the step ladder on the stairs just so we can get them higher.
Fucking
And then the boss walks through, sort of, what the hell?
What,
is
just
this?
to
You told us to stack them. You told us to stack them. Not that tall. Well, you said stack them.
This warehouse is like 2 floors as well, 2 stories.
Yeah, almost 2 stories. Yeah, so we then had to strip the top quarter off just so it wasn't ridiculous and everyone else could reach it.
Okay, so Jason has a more interesting. You have actually quite an interesting. Well, it's actually not a very interesting job, but it's still a. It's a.
Well,
So why don't you tell our
my
audience of 1?
woo!
My mum.
You go.
Yay.
Probably my mum.
Oh yeah, so 2. We have 2 audience.
2 people. Yes, come in. Well, no, my job I get to meet a lot of people.
Drunks.
Just put it. I work in a bar, 2 bars. Yes. Meet a lot of people. What do you want? A story?
Well, come on. The weirdest thing that's ever happened.
Oh, you
The
told me
weirdest
a
thing
few
that-
things.
Oh, my memory's really crap. But
What about when you were closing down?
which I've had this.
You told me one when you were closing down because you sort of.
What was the guy came? A group
Do you-
of guys
do you
came
know
to
who
it.
I am?
think it. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll work on one. There's multiple bars. On one of the bars, we'd closed. We'd closed the bar, so I'm cleaning down and stuff. I'm waiting for people to get out so I can properly clean. And a group of guys came up, and one of them goes, can we get some drinks? Like, sorry, the bar's closed. You got to go to the other bar. You got to go to the main bar. And he's like, oh, do you not know who I am? And then I just went, sorry, do you not know who I am? I'm someone who doesn't give a fuck who you are. And this guy was just stood there like, and about 4 of the mates were just stood there pissing himself. They're like, oh, you just got murdered! Ah! They're literally in hysterics, and the guy's like, nice one. Shook my hand and just fucked off.
Dick.
Just walked off. They all just went. It's like, see you later, guys.
I love that stuff.
Dick.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
So come on, because come on, it's a nightclub. So come on.
It's
come on,
one life and one's a pub. What do you want?
Just
How-
ridiculous.
In
stories.
one night, how many?
You see. Okay, there's a story where he knew someone who pissed in a sink.
Yeah, I don't have any stories like that.
I know, but
Because I don't work with idiots. Well, then one of
there
them-
must be stories where people have been caught having sex.
What? Not. Yes.
Yes.
I haven't caught him.
What?
I haven't
Oh,
caught him.
I was the one caught.
No,
I haven't been caught.
I've never been caught. I could have never done it.
Oh.
At work.
Oh, right.
But no, I've been at the bar. A guy's come to the bar and goes, there's a couple having sex in the blokes. It's like, I've just stood there like, oh, what do you want me to do about it? You go tell the doorman, no, handle it. I don't care.
Are you filming it?
Get back in there and join in. What are you doing? But he just came up and I was like,
So
and what am I to do? Do you want me to go film it? Do you want me to go? Good job, guys. Well done. You know. Woo. Found condoms in the loos. I work in another pub. And it must have been like a Saturday or a Thursday, Wednesday.
It's like a bar, it's not a club.
One of them was a pub.
Pub.
Yeah,
Yeah, bar, pub. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was. I was doing a close Tuesday or Wednesday night kind of a thing. Just went and did a toilet check. Just looked around and there was an empty condom wrapper.
Oh.
And it wasn't even that busy. That's the thing.
What, the condom?
No, the pub wasn't even that busy. It was like, I just went back upstairs. It's like there's an empty condom wrapper in the toilet, just on the floor. And the colleague just went.
Who picked it up?
The colleague just went. Really? It's a Tuesday night. That's all he said. We just left it at that.
Who picked it up?
No, I've left it for the cleaners in the morning. I'm gonna fucking
That's
imagine. No, but I found a pair of underwear on the back bar. Cleaning up round with clothes, just a pair of tights. Women's underwear. You kind of just look at it and just go,
What happened here?
how the hell did I not see this? Well, because from the bar you can pretty much see everything. It's like, how the hell did I not see this?
Well, but what was the most? You showed me a video earlier.
Oh, some guy dancing. A guy came to the bar, and it's just he asked for a drink. It's like, oh, I think you've had a bit too much. Say, give it about half hour. Come
the
back, and you'll be
responsible
fine.
barman.
you know, because you can't serve if they seem too drunk, you can't serve them. So yeah, I think you had a bit too much. Have about half hour. Gave him a glass of water. He was fine. Looked a bit miffed because he wasn't going to get any more alcohol.
Fuck him.
So then him and his mate went downstairs. His mate then comes up about 10 minutes later and goes, "Oh, my mate's fucked." I was like, "Oh, what, the one in the?" "Oh, okay, yeah." He then showed me a video of him dancing in the other bar downstairs, and he's not dancing. He's basically just like
turning around,
dawdling in circles, with his arm going just in circles for about 10 minutes.
We should show our viewership this video.
Yes, it's on Facebook. I can't have it.
Like, sorry, we can embed it into our video.
We'll embed the link. We'll put it on for YouTube and embed the link.
Maybe. Let's see what we can do.
Okay.
What about you, William? Yes, you
don't skip out on this.
Oh,
come on.
fucking hell, man.
Interesting
we've
things.
We've had the one of you and your boss and your bailiff.
That's weird.
Yeah.
God, what crazy stuff has happened to me? Oh, okay.
Have you had sex at work? Yes. Get these questions done and dusted out of the way.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yes.
Have you been caught?
No. But almost.
That's usually the best, isn't it?
About 2 seconds from being caught. Like quite literally 2 seconds from being caught.
Bang! Oh yes! Oh
like,
shit!
It was so ironic because where I was working at a petrol station, if you walk through the shop and obviously there's a desk
yeah.
and there's a shop bit here, and then you walk around to the toilet, and then next to the door before the toilet is to get into the office where the counter is. It was one of those rare times where I locked it. I never used to do it because it was quite a safe place. I locked it after this person turned up.
Young lady.
Young lady. I can't remember her name either. That's really weird. She was a slag. Fuck her. So yeah, I locked it. It happened to be one of those times when whatever happened in the office, and obviously I just pretended the whole place was closed down. I just turned all the lights off, and all of a sudden I heard bang, 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 bang. Wow! Why are the lights off? I was like, oh shit! Pull up my brother. Oh man!
So there's someone in the office.
But I managed to convince him not to come behind the counter to go into the office. I kind of, oh no, there was something went wrong, and I thought I had bagging, so I made sure I tried to make it look like we were close and no one would rob us. He's like, oh okay, that's quick thinking. I was like, yeah, fucking hell, that's good thinking.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. Quick, yeah. Fucking hell, yeah. What else has happened to me? When I was working at Lidl, and there was a customer walked in. This is when the bailiff thing happened, obviously at Lidl. A customer walked in who's pissed, drunk out of his fucking mind, and he happened to get one of these trolleys with a wobbly wheel. Yeah, and he was so pissed. He was kind of just came to his mind. He was determined to fix this wheel by himself. So he kept on reaching down, banging his head on the fucking thing, and it rolled away. He was like, oh. And he walked up to it, tried to do it again, banged his head on the fucking thing, and it did it about 10 times down the middle of this store. So we're sitting there going, this fucking idiot, what are we doing? So we just kind of said, leave it to it, we'll just sit here recording him on the phone. Yeah. What else happened? Actually, quite a lot of stuff did happen at Lidl. We had a machine that you used to clean the floors. So it's like a big red machine that you hold the triggers and it did all the, I don't know what it was called.
Yeah.
I used to kind of almost pull it. It only didn't run away because you were holding on to it.
But you just moved yourself.
It moved itself.
Yeah.
So one time, one of the very relaxed managers was on, and it was kind of like, "Oh, we'll go clean the floor. Use this machine to clean the floors." And I thought, no, I'm quite tired. So I took the chair with wheelie chair from the office, took it into the back room, duct taped it to this machine, sat down and like, whee! Flying around on these things. And I was flying around. I basically got all the way to the finish. Yeah, I got to the fruit and veg aisle. I was doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm all done now. This is great. So I thought, I'm gonna put my feet up and just drive to the warehouse. Fucking walks around the tills. Area manager. I was like, oh no! And I thought, oh shit! But I thought to myself, just you know what you do? Act like it's totally normal. Just to say, I saw it like someone did this, and so I thought, oh okay, I'll just continue doing it. Maybe it's a new rule. I just went off, and he came in and he goes, what the fuck are you doing? And I said, well, someone else did it.
I found it honest. I thought you were supposed to sit down and do it. You know?
He was very pissed off. Yeah. I like that.
But they do go automatically. That's the thing.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
you
I was basically being efficient.
yeah.
Instead of
saving energy.
Instead of walking and thinking about walking, I sat down and I could monitor the rest of the store while everything was cleaning. I should have been paid £1 million.
You're on stupid money that time, weren't you?
Oh yeah, well, especially when I was 18. Yeah, I made a lot of money when I was there.
Ridiculous.
Yes. So come on, what else has been going on this week? Come on, I want to hear random things.
This week.
What else is happening this week? What week is it? I don't have a clue.
It's the first week of February. Or the first day of February.
Last week of January, first day. Of
That's
February.
okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't actually know what's happened. Not a lot has happened. Been playing more of a certain game. Well, I'm trying to play more of a certain game, so I don't have time.
What's
I'm not
that?
going to
Destiny?
mention that game because someone gets really irate about it.
Destiny.
Oh, fuck you, Destiny. Seriously, fuck you, Destiny.
If we
Fuck
can
you.
get the episode 1 up of this, you'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
at least a 10-minute rant.
Fuck you,
At
Destiny.
least a 10-minute
You know what? I'm going to redo the rant now because if you watched last episode and this episode, Destiny, you are boring. You are shit. Your leveling up system is shit. Your loot drops are shit. Your game
Oh yeah,
is
your
shit.
loot drops are fucking shit.
They are.
The best way to get legendary equipment is just to buy it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I've
Fuck you, Bungie.
I found 3 because I was playing it the other week. I found 3 in the course of a few days.
I found like 2 and I bought everything else.
I found fuck you, Destiny. That's what I found. Fuck you, Destiny.
We should go onto it, just go onto a multiplayer and just go, fuck you Destiny while killing everyone.
I'll play, but all I do is just jump up and down like old ass Counter Strike and jump up and down going, "Fuck you, Destiny! Fuck you, Destiny!"
Teabag everyone.
Teabag, yeah, you got fucked by Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny fuck
But it's
you.
the stupidest game of all time, and even they admit it. Even they said, "Yeah, we made some mistakes here." The whole game is a mistake. Why do we have to keep playing the fucking same thing over and over and over and over and over?
But you do that with every game now.
But no, not really. If you think about it. Okay, fine.
I'll use Far Cry as an example. Me and you both love Far Cry, but you are doing the same thing all the time. You are shooting the fuck out of people.
But it's kind of like it's a different mission kind of every single time. So it's not never ever the same exact thing every single time. For example, if you go and liberate an outpost, there's a bunch of different enemies there. Okay, sometimes it's full of hunters. Sometimes it's full of there's a bear, there's
Fucking hate
tigers.
hunters.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Destiny. Right, we're going to do the Crucible. What enemies is it? The exact same fucking enemies in the exact same place, dropping the exact same shit, just a fucking tiny bit harder. Fuck you, Destiny, you cunt. Fuck you. Hashtag fuck Destiny.
On the topic of games, you lost a load of data off your...
Ah!
Yeah, I saw this.
What happened?
Okay, so I was playing my PlayStation. All of a sudden, I was at quite a crucial moment in Dragon Age, and I was like, oh, this is fucking blah. I'm going back in time, or forward in time. All of a sudden, I hear the eject disc going, and the fucking disc comes out. I go, what the fuck happened? And I walked up to it, and I pushed it back in, spat it back out. Tried to push it back in, spat it back out. Then I tried to push it again, it wouldn't even accept it. Then I just kept on going, trying to eject the disc that wasn't even inside. So I sat there looking at it, going, why has this happened? Then the PlayStation turns itself off. And I go, oh, what's going on? I turn it on, and it says initializing. So it erased everything.
It did a master reset, basically.
85 hours of Destiny. Not Destiny. Fuck you,
Dragon
Destiny. 85 hours of Dragon Age. 79 and a half hours, maybe 79 and maybe actually 80 hours of the crew. All 3 run-throughs of The Last of Us Remastered. What else was there?
Fuck off.
Unity, which I just managed to... I literally was on the last level going... I've stuck with it. It's a shit game and it's quite boring, but I've stuck with it. I'm here to see what really happens at the end. Nope, deleted. All of Far Cry deleted, and now I can't download my season pass because I want to kill some Yetis, but I can't do that because it says you've already redeemed it on a former PlayStation, which was the one obviously because it's basically looking at itself as a new console.
Can you not get in touch with Sony and to go?
I just tweeted abuse at them for about 3 hours. Going, fuck you, Sony. Fuck your mum. Fuck your parent company, which is actually still Sony. Fuck you. Fuck everyone. Fuck Destiny.
There's a talking about you're saying about Sony. We're on about PlayStation as well. There's a phone. Is it the Z3? Sony Z3. That apparently you can actually play the PlayStation games you download onto your console. You can actually play them on the phone. Which
Kind of like the way the Vita does it. With the Vita.
I think so, yeah. Well, I'm not too sure.
Remote
But
play.
it says you can actually, I think
remote
you can
play.
actually like play the games on your phone.
Sorry, Matt. On
Xbox.
Sorry, Xbox does have a mobile. You know, like the Vita. Xbox does have one. It's called a laptop.
It runs Microsoft. It's fine. Same thing.
Actually, no. I read somewhere. Or I heard somewhere.
It's a lie.
You read?
Whatever, it's a lie. You read? Wow.
Oh no, basically
I watched the video.
You can play your Xbox games through your computer.
Yeah, no,
They're bringing out.
yeah.
You've got. I think you've got a bar downloaded for the computer.
But that's what they're talking about with Windows 10. Oh, also, what's really cool? Have you seen the thing with Windows 10 where they're doing the holograms? Okay.
I did think that. Yeah.
Okay,
so I did think about Windows 10.
No. Okay.
Yes.
So
So
basically, what happens is you can have any kind of room, and it's basically this small setup, kind of looks like a microphone stand, or they haven't really decided, but it's a bunch of concept art, and you can, because Microsoft now own Minecraft.
Yes, there's a picture of it, isn't it?
They talked about how they had this inspiration that was Minecraft-esque, inspired, and so with it, you can basically build a massive hologram in your room. Say, for example, this room.
No.
It will look, the camera will look, and it will adapt and build a massive thing, a big hologram thing, which is it can be quite low, quite high, and you can actually go around with your hands and dig out and all that kind of stuff. But what's also quite cool, the way I was thinking about it, is almost like a tower defense game. So it could look down on this table here, if people who are listening, table,
yeah,
you can see that. You could actually look down, and you could actually have a big strategy game where, like, you were sitting
like
here.
Total War.
Kind of, yeah. You were sitting there fighting me, and it will be holograms.
And so you can just what?
If you want, or you can just tell the thing to do it.
Yeah.
Or you can move it.
So
it'd be good if they integrate like tablets onto it, so you can have your tablet, have the hologram, it will all play out here, but you're controlling it here.
Because that'd be a good idea, because it could almost be like Battleship, where you don't see what they're actually doing.
Exactly.
until
Yeah.
they do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can't. There was a Tom Clancy. I think it was a Tom Clancy
Total
game.
War. Tom Clancy Total War.
Yes.
Was it Total? No, I don't.
End War.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because that would be
good.
pretty cool. I mean,
that
you
was
just
a
have the
good
map there, so you could see it all instead of having to move around on your screen. And you had the headset, so you could just, or even the tablets. And
Tablets. Yeah.
That'd be really awesome.
But yeah,
that'd be really awesome.
Okay, well, we'll talk about this a bit more. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a sec.
Yeah.
Welcome back to part 2 of ChatChit. Episode 2.
It's a drum roll, isn't it?
I don't know what's going on here. Matt and Jason were singing me a nice song.
Well, we're just having
about lumberjacks.
Why don't you sing it again?
The lumberjack. I can't remember how it goes.
Just sang it!
No, the full version.
The full version. We sang literally. I think we mixed up the verses a bit there.
Yeah, but it's the Lumberjacks Monty Python song.
I'll tell you now, I've actually recorded it on the audio, so you might not see it in the video, but they'll definitely.
The audio will get it. You'll just get, we're a lumberjack and we're okay, and we're back!
Welcome back, that's the intro to the second half.
So, as we were talking about the hologram stuff, right, okay, so as I was saying, it would actually be quite, very, very good for strategy games like that.
Yeah.
But I worry it's going to be turning into a bit of a gimmick the way that Kinect was. You know, the Xbox Kinect?
Yeah.
It kind of came out, much fanfare, everyone says it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And it was more used by like professionals, like enterprises, like, for example, doctors and stuff who use it during surgery and people, you know, that kind of stuff. I worry that's what's going to happen to it.
Maybe. Well, like you said about
it can have its uses in the fields like that, but it just need to be changed. But then, as long as it stays,
But also the Kinect is. I don't see the Kinect as being used as parties, as what it's like a party game.
That's what they tried to advertise.
That's what they tried to use it for originally. It's more used, I think. I mean, if you go onto the Xbox One and you look at the apps that you can get for it, it's more fitness. So
you don't use yours very much.
But then
I
also,
haven't got the space.
but yeah, exactly. You need the space for it, don't
But
you?
it's like with the Wii, you had like the Wii Fitness and the Wii Fit board, and you do all these stretches. You use the controls to balance and all this. But with the Kinect, it actually reads your entire body rather than just where this control or your weight is positioned on the board or whatever.
So what I was thinking would be quite cool, because you know how you complain about room? Yeah. You fucking bitch.
Complain about what?
Room.
Oh yeah.
Space.
Yeah, that's the only problem with the Kinect. Yeah. Okay.
You need to have.
You know what I think you should do? What you should do? You should actually get rid of your bed and have like a bunch of cupboards, but quite thick, and have like a bed underneath. So it basically all melds in one. You have a big empty space in the middle of your room.
Oh, what? So you mean like
a bunk bed?
Like a bunk bed, but it has cupboards on top.
I thought you meant something like you see a lot in like America, the pull down beds.
No, that's ridiculous. Anyway, so what I was thinking was, if you didn't have any space, you could actually use your bed itself because it's a flat surface practically.
Oh
You
yeah.
could just use that as a thing. I mean,
Why don't you just sleep on the floor?
no, but
Japanese
it
style.
wouldn't be on every single time, would it? Racist. Racist.
What? There was nothing negative about that. I was just
Racist.
saying,
Big
Japanese-
word. Ready? Racist. So yeah, you should. So yeah, it would work because it would actually be quite good because even when you're not next to someone, like I could be here and you could be at home. We could literally play it that way because you'd never know what's going on until it happens. I think it's quite a good.
Oh yeah,
idea.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Another good idea is, and so I don't know what I think I heard this on a podcast. I may have heard this on a podcast or maybe a video. I'm not sure.
Traitor.
So you have it, yeah. How dare I not get my own ideas for my own podcast? Oh, damn me! You know how if you had it set up in your house correctly, how there was basically one in every single room. You could actually do like a horror game
In your house.
So basically, turn all the lights off. The only thing that could be that's emitting light, the hologram things, and you're wandering around trying to survive for whoever's there's something in your house that's trying to get you.
You could have stupid things though. You could have it like the size scaled all the way down, so you're a giant and you got like little mini. Couldn't you?
That's not scary.
No, that's not scary. But you
Oh,
could do
these
that,
ants! Oh no! Run
You could do that.
away!
You got little people running around. It's like, ha ha ha! I'm
You
your
said
god.
about taking something like this room and it become like Minecraft or something.
You can,
and
yeah.
you sort of punch
you had
it.
to, yeah. That's,
How is it measuring when you're walking though?
No, but I think also it's
I think it
okay.
displays
Okay,
a map.
you
doesn't
guys
it?
are the Star Trek geeks, right?
Yes.
How does the holodeck work? You know when they walk along, the holodeck moves with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The holodeck.
Oh no,
is-
yes. So technically they've only got, say,
A room, just a room.
a
Yeah,
20
just-
metre by 20 metre room.
But it moves with you.
But yeah,
But
your
you-
space is endless. You can go from one. You can load like the world, go from one side of the world all the way to the other.
Yes,
just
but
wandering
technically you're still
But-
in a 20 by 20
Exactly,
metre
you're
room.
still in
How
that
the
20
hell do you not hit? I don't know.
That's a good point, actually.
I don't know
if
how
you're
it
walking,
ever
you're-
works.
if you walk 20 metres, you're going to hit that wall.
Yeah.
But obviously in a holodeck, yeah, but it's
Yeah, well, how would it work?
It's-
The only time I've seen
it's technically
something
not
like-
possible to, in the actual holodeck, or with Star Trek in the holodeck, you can't. The way they do it, it's not possible because it's like they get teleported to somewhere else.
Yeah.
But where in the with Star Trek Enterprise series, the latest series,
What?
with
Enterprise isn't. Oh,
No, no,
I
Star
think
Trek's,
of
Archer.
I think of Next Generation.
Yeah.
I can't remember who played him, but Captain Archer on the NX-01. Oh my god, cake.
Yeah, continue with your point.
They don't exactly have a holodeck, but they have like a panel where you're in a little room and you stand on this panel and you can load images, a holographic image of like your home world, your home city, kind of a thing from a view. So you can see like, oh okay, so you're off in space, but then you can have these images where, okay, yeah, that's my home. I remember it. I can see my house, kind of a thing.
So when you get home,
So exactly kind of like that. So you could do that, but you couldn't do what they do in the normal ones. If you have no idea what we're on about, don't worry.
I don't.
We're just sad.
Well,
I'm just sad.
I have seen something though, which they've said is sort of similar to a holodeck. You basically have UV goggles on, you've got headphones on and everything,
Yeah.
but you're basically stood on a
It's Oculus Rift and
Oculus
a
Rift,
rolling
yeah.
ball
and you're on basically a rolling ball sort of
platform.
floor.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it sends signals to when you take a step. There's sensors watching you, and it'll actually move this.
Character, yeah.
No, move the floor.
For you.
Oh no, but
for
yeah,
you.
that's the character
So
moves.
you
you're
walk
moving.
forwards, the floor walks forwards. So then in the
in the game.
simulated
or
world,
whatever, yeah.
you are walking forwards. You then turn right and you walk right. The floor actually goes right as well. I don't know how the hell they managed to do that.
Yeah, but yeah, the computing power they need to do that is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous the amounts of computer power to watch where you're stepping.
But then also that
and
that
for the
unit,
floor to move with you.
that unit again with the Kinect, you need quite a large space though, don't you?
Yeah,
Well, not a
you do,
large
yeah.
space, but you need a bit of space to do
Yeah,
that in.
you'd have to have a specially designed floor. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can turn yourself on. You're then on this floor.
So we're looking at least £10,000 just to
Yeah.
have play a game.
But that's
Yeah.
what you
Well,
said about with
that's
this
the thing.
holographic thing. It
I
comes to the
suppose,
room.
yeah, actually, how would
You
you
can
move around?
only move
Ah.
to as far as the room,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
that
after
big of a
that,
room, it.
Here's
you
an
can't.
idea.
Unless you
Almost
have,
like Minority Report, you can zoom in and zoom out.
yeah.
Do a hand gesture.
Oh,
you
that's
go,
great.
Oh,
yeah.
there. I
Well,
want there.
that's what I just thought of. Unless you've got specially designed gloves, so
It reads as things, yeah.
You
that's
can-
that, isn't it?
you can.
Oh
Unless
no, no, you can do that with a motion sensor, can't you? motion sensor, you go like that and it'll zoom out.
Oh no, yeah,
similar to your phone. Kind of
I watched something on YouTube.
Are you two dying?
Yes. I watched something on YouTube.
Trent.
It was basically some guy the Oculus Rift, and he modified it. He was some computer graphics engineer person, and he had a motion sensor on it. So he would go like this.
It's not a plumber, right?
Huh?
Not a plumber.
No, not a plumber.
Okay.
What's his name? Mario.
No, but he developed this software. So you sort of put your hand out, and you'd have this virtual representation of your hand. And sort of you go down, you get a menu. You sort of hold over it, or you press it. And another sub menu comes up, and the only thing he could do was import sort of small balls. So you could have this small ball just float in the air. Look at his face is sort of thinking there's something dirty. But you basically could hold the ball like this. You can sort of throw it.
What are you doing to the balls?
You can sort of throw it. You can push it. But then the way he got around, moving around this little, it was only a say 10 by 10 virtual reality. But as he leaned backwards, he walked backwards. As he leaned forwards, he walked forwards.
Right, okay.
Lean left, walk left, lean right, walk right. So that's another way to get around it.
Yeah.
Just
I
by
know what,
leaning.
you could also just have like on a belt, like a belt system where you've got two little, you know, on your keyboard you've got QWERTY, you've got your arrows for directions, you've got your infantry stuff. You can just have like, and there you go, okay, walk this way, blah 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 blah. But then it takes out the motion sensors.
Yes.
I suppose, but
Because with the Kinect there was certain games you were supposed to be able to use the Kinect with. I'm not sure how you were supposed to be able to use it with. I think one of them was Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter.
oh no, it was only for modifying the weapons, wasn't it?
Went like that, and the weapon splits to pieces.
Yes, and you like scrolled into it was basically
Was
just
it just for that point?
it was basically
Right.
just for modifying the weapons.
Do you remember the E3 where they did it? They showed it all off. And he goes, and this is how you fire it. And he did a fucking idiot position like this. He's like this. No. That's how you fired it on the thing. It's like, why? Why? Just go fire. Just say to the kid, fire it now. And then it looks like you're
Shoot.
firing. It's not going to...
If anything, like
Yeah.
that is better. So it's still like, yes. You're like a fucking monkey scratching itself and you're shooting a weapon.
Strange people.
I know.
You're the ones that are... I'm sat here thinking, why am I here?
But no, what about game systems and whatnot? Why can we not, like, I've got a PlayStation, you've got a PlayStation,
Yes.
you've got an Xbox One.
Traitors, bastards, Sandra.
Oh, yes. But eventually, surely there's going to come a time where, you know,
You're
we
gonna be
can
able
play
to-
together.
One system, yeah, one system universe.
Well,
One
maybe not
system,
one
then-
system, but just like online, they go, okay, we've made
Oh,
money
what
from
you
a game, we've made money from a game,
Oh, crap, I can...
blah blah blah.
Uh,
Let's a unified online theory.
Okay, a total cross-platform.
Yeah.
Or just
Ah,
online
okay.
though.
So
yeah.
instead of you've got the PlayStation 4 servers and the Xbox One servers,
have
you have
just one server.
one set of servers
massive-
where everyone
yeah.
can get access.
So the developer would run the servers themselves and everything would run through that.
Yeah.
rather than the consoles.
The
Yeah,
dedicated
apart from like
consoles
Sony having their own
servers,
servers for
Yeah.
Xbox, blah blah blah.
It
You have
means
like,
you have
'Cause
less
then-
servers. So you wouldn't need two buildings full of servers. You'd just need one building full of
it'd have
servers.
to be a pretty
but you
cost-
need the double amount of servers.
Yeah, that's the only problem though. But then, like, cause then you're gonna have friends that they've got Xboxes, you've got PlayStations. I can only play with PlayStation friends. They can have play with Xbox friends, but you want to play together. You don't want to spend 300 quid on another console and then play the game
Until
to
you
get to the
up
point where
your
you were.
spec with
Exactly,
what you
yeah.
rocked with. Yeah,
Uh,
it'll be a lot
'Cause
easier.
That would
But
just be because
it'll make more sense.
eventually it'll come, I think. But it's just I don't know why they're
no,
going to do
actually,
it.
what I think is going to happen faster than that is the one system universe. Okay, look at it. Sony itself is running out of money. They are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're running out of money. The only thing that's making money currently, I believe, is the PlayStation division.
Really, yeah.
Because basically the PlayStation 4, I think officially now is the best-selling or fastest selling console of all time.
Yeah.
But the rest of the organisation, which is I don't know about 80%, is basically
Oh, what you
It's
got?
basically what else do they
Indirect.
have? 'Cause
Music,
TVs,
TVs,
phones,
DVDs,
yeah.
phones.
they do a whole bunch of other stuff. It's like Samsung. When people think Samsung, they think of TVs and
I think
Phones.
phones.
and
Yeah.
phones. But they do like MRI machines and all
Yeah,
kinds
they
of
do
shit.
lots and lots
yeah.
of different things. So, I think Sony has some military deals.
Oh.
Maybe I don't know. I swear I
Oh,
remember.
virtual reality stuff, I think, isn't it? Or training.
Yeah, maybe virtual training. I'm not sure, but they have lots of different aspects. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get a washing machine made by Sony, for God's sakes. That's the thing. They
You
branch out.
can in Camden where they just stick it on. And go, boom. So many extra £100.
But yeah, they do have lots of different. I mean, even video cameras.
Yeah,
recording
yeah,
equipment.
cameras, yeah,
Recording equipment. I think they do quite a lot of. But then they were one of the first to start branching out. Then everyone else has followed. But
everyone else is better.
everyone else, there's some aspects are better than some aspects are worse. But they are doing this for slightly cheaper.
Not Sony. Or
No, the
competitors.
competitors. Because
Yeah.
Sony is more of a Sony is like Ferrari. It's a brand name, isn't it?
So you pay for
But
the
You're
best-
almost
the-
paying for the brand and not the device.
The best way to think about it, and if you want to use car terms, is okay. Sony is Ferrari. Okay.
yeah.
Build quality is amazing.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's going to be fantastic. But if you push it too far, if you try to take it to 100,000 miles,
Yeah.
it's not going to last. It's going to fall apart.
And then
Okay.
there's also that other one. There's
But-
another option.
Where-
Exactly same spec,
Just by
different, and it's just.
For
Was that
example,
just by McLaren?
Volvo. No, say Volvo, because Volvo, perfectly fine. It will
Yeah.
last to 200,000 miles. It doesn't break down. All
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. It's quite cheap to make run. So Microsoft are quite good at building software. The best way to think is Microsoft are doing.
Yeah.
They do software really, really well.
Yeah.
Really, really well. But their hardware is shit.
Yeah.
And that's why the one is so big, because they were so worried about the three red light debacle
that was
going on.
the Xbox 360. So many.
Yeah, and so they put these over gigantic fans in just to try and make sure it stays
Yeah.
cold. Whereas the PlayStation 4s, they're kind of like, let's make it look good and work quite well. But again,
Their software
Their
isn't
soft- their
as
soft-
par.
their software isn't as good as the Microsoft, because it kind of like, it's almost, I'd say it's, the Sony one is so simple that you kind of sit there thinking, did they make it this simple because they couldn't make it any more complicated? Whereas with the Xbox one, it's like, well, we can make it more complicated because we have the engineers, we have the experts in doing it.
Yes.
Mm.
But whereas it doesn't look anywhere as good, because
No.
I'm sure
The
some-
Xbox One is basically just a big box, whereas the PlayStation 4,
is exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah.
it's sort of
It's as
it's
big
got
as
this
it
slimline look
yeah,
to
it's
it
as big as it will ever need to be, because that's exactly they crammed in everything they could
into
and
that
it
space.
worked perfectly.
Yeah. Well, I think about it. PlayStations have always been similar sizes. They've always been, like you say, sleek. Everything.
Well,
PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2,
the first
PlayStation 3,
For their
PlayStation
time,
4.
yeah, for their time.
the
Yeah.
first
Where the
PlayStation
Xbox.
was quite bulky. Sorry, you're saying about PlayStation being slim and
Slim.
whatnot. The first PlayStation 1, yeah,
It wasn't
was
really that bulky.
No, it wasn't that bulky. It was that box. But then I can't remember how long into the PlayStation 2 they brought out the PlayStation Slim line. Which did
Oh, yeah, which
everything
was
the
just
normal
thinner.
PlayStation
But that was about
1
8 years into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was thinner though.
But
Then they did
everything
the same
the
with
PlayStation
the
1 did.
3, didn't they? They brought out a slim version for the PlayStation.
PlayStation
3.
2.
No, 3. They did the same with PlayStation 3.
Okay, so what they did, okay, so the PlayStation was the original PlayStation, the original big grey
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
Awesome.
Then the PS2 came out,
Awesome.
but then they released a slimline
Of
version
the
of the
PlayStation
PS1.
1.
Okay.
Oh,
And then they released a
course, yeah.
slimline version
And
of the
So
PlayStation
then
2.
It got about 8 years into the PlayStation 2 life cycle. Then they released a slimline one.
Yeah.
That I remember we bought for my birthday. We played Killzone on.
Did we?
We did, remember? I turned 18. High
I
five!
fired that motherfucker.
Years and years ago.
So that happened, and they had a slimline version, and then it went to the PlayStation 3, which is over there, which is a big bulky fucking. That was.
But
yeah,
then they
bulky.
bought
But
a
it's
slim
still,
version of that,
it's
didn't
still
they?
almost
But
slimline,
that
isn't
got
it?
slim,
They bought
and
that
then they got
slim
even
version.
slimmer. Because remember
Yeah.
they had one bit that was kind of like, I don't know if it was open top ejecting or something like that. The top
Yes.
slided over or something. And then they brought another one out, which was kind of like a manual eject type version one.
Yeah. And then, so does that mean we're going to have a PlayStation 4 Slim?
There will be, yeah,
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 absolutely.
but
But not for another. At least
But the thing
another
is,
3 years.
my
Xbox
original-
didn't do that.
My original point, that's what I was going to say, my original point. The first Xbox,
Oh, that thing was a joke.
it was like 4
It was-
bricks.
What was it? 5 kilos, wasn't it?
Oh, it's
Something like that.
weighed a fucking ton.
You
But it was
basically thought I wasn't
massive.
going to steal it, you know?
Yeah, no.
No, but let's ignore that.
It was big. And then they kind of went, okay, PlayStation 360. was
PlayStation,
about-
Xbox 360.
Sorry.
It's the one console future.
The one console future.
PlayStation 360.
But the Xbox 360, like you say, they went, okay, we want to make it more compact.
Yeah.
And hence, and obviously they couldn't get all the technology in there, which is what obviously why
They
they're
had the
heading
hardware
a death. And
problem.
then they've gone, okay,
But
we
they
need to solve that.
restyled
So
that.
they've gone, yeah,
But they
they bought
restyled
another
it
one
so
out.
it looked nicer, but it was still the same size.
But then they bought the one out, which is obviously they've gone back to the Xbox
the big
style.
box.
It's big, it's bulky, yeah, but it's not going to break as much as
No.
the 360.
You're not going to get the red ring of death after about a
Exactly.
year.
Yeah.
I had the Xbox 360 for
Oh,
about
you
a
had it
year.
loads of times.
and I had the Red Ring of Death. I exchanged it at the shop. Then, no, because you got the newer system. I had one of the original systems.
Oh yeah.
Then that one, Red Ring of Death, after about a year, and I sent it off to Sony, and they sent it back.
Sony.
Microsoft.
One system.
So,
I sent it off to
Microsoft. What the fuck are you
Microsoft.
selling us that for, you dickhead? We don't want this
But
shit.
no, I sent it off to them, got it back, and it hasn't faulted yet. I haven't played it for a while, so
Yeah,
hopefully will
yeah.
fault now.
But
No, but if we follow the pattern that they did, so Xbox released the original Xbox. Obviously, their test unit. It was the first time they were on the market. They literally had no idea what they were doing.
no, yeah.
The controllers were too big. The
Oh,
box
yeah,
was too loud.
yeah.
It was not great.
No, yeah.
Then they released those smaller controllers where if your hands don't have to be this fucking big, so you're like, and then kind of.
See, I never had a problem with the bulkiness. The bulkiness was literally just purely on the hands.
But it was like that. It was kind
No,
of
yeah, it
You
was
like this,
literally like this. And
did you ever get the hand? I always used to get the hand cramp. I was just like, my
After-
thumbs feel so extended at all times. I was kind of like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
And then with
Get
the
what you
Xbox 360, they
The 360
shrunk
they
it.
shrunk it. They made, and I still argue this point. I still think the Xbox 360 controller is the best controller of all time
Yeah.
Yeah.
in terms of practicality.
Yeah.
It's the best
It has-
one ever.
when
made.
when I had the Xbox 360, I went around the mates and I picked up a PlayStation 3 controller, and it's just like, I was like, there's nothing down. I'm not even holding anything.
True.
It's like I was holding paper.
Mm.
There was just no weight to it. Where the Xbox 360 controller had that weight, so you knew you were holding onto something.
How did we get into this conversation? I don't remember. how we
You're
got
on about
to this.
the
What were we talking about?
holographic system.
Yeah.
Then we went about the one system, like
Oh, yeah.
online, all together.
playing online altogether. And you said this was most probably
Oh,
the
yeah.
one
And
console.
then we got on to
But
different
The
consoles.
best way to think about it, and if they were smart, and obviously they can't because they're businesses and
they're competitive.
they're
but
competitive.
it's
To make
an
money.
idea though,
But I
because they're
think
still going to be making money from the games.
If they want to reach this Star Trek future where everyone is living in the same sort of accommodation and money is no issue, there's purely one system will be better because money will be irrelevant.
listen
But
here,
that will never happen.
listen here, communist. I like capitalism. Okay, I think the white man deserves to have all the money. You racist towards white
racist.
people. Racist.
No, the one system, the one old system, if it's just for purely online though. So you're still going to have your own consoles, you're still going to have your own games. It's just for online playing with your friends.
But if they're smart, see, this is how if they were to do it, and they probably, obviously they won't, but get Sony to build it, get Microsoft to write the code for it. Yeah. Because if you're an expert in something, if you say, I'm really good at building houses, okay, fine, okay, go dig that ditch. So what the fuck? Go do open heart surgery. What? So make those two do it, and the games that they publish exclusively. So Sony still publishes Uncharted and Infamous and Killzone.
Yeah.
They also make money off that.
Yeah.
And distribution costs will be less, advertising costs will be less, because it's all one system. So they don't have to fight for anything. All they have to fight for is when their games come out. They still make money directly.
They still make
Exactly,
money off
that's
from the
what I'm
games.
saying.
And the cost of the console is split in two. So Microsoft deals with half, they deal with half.
But saying that though,
But then if you have a fault, who do you go to? Well, it depends on the fault, I guess.
Okay, they'll
If it's
tell-
a software
yeah.
fault, you send it to Microsoft. If it's
Yeah.
a hardware fault, you send it to Sony.
But, or it would be a
But
thing where
there
they
is-
have one big centre that they
Oh
sort of
yeah,
combine.
and then
There is
they'll split it.
there was, I did read somewhere some time ago, there was a battle between sort of Sony, Microsoft and places like Play and HMV and any distributor of games.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't need to go out to these stores and buy the games when you can download them directly
Oh,
yeah,
through
there was
the
the stores.
system
It was the stores complaining, wasn't it?
that they were losing money due to these due to
Paying for downloading it, yeah.
them being able to just get the game directly.
So this is why I think the prices on the systems, you know, so if, for example, a game comes out, you go to Tesco, Asda, Play, or
45, 50 quid.
45, 50 quid. Well, on the site, it's $59.99. And it sits there at $59.99 for a long run, for 3-4 months, because the only way that they're getting their systems out is through these other sellers.
Yeah.
So they go, well, we need game to sell our systems, otherwise we're fucked. And our accessories.
We need them to
We're
buy
screwed.
the games of us.
Yeah.
No, we need to buy the consoles off us. So then they can sell the consoles to the other people, because it's quite hard to try and get someone to go to the Sony site itself, the literally the only Sony site, and order from them directly. Because people don't really think about that. They
Yeah.
go, I go to the shop. You don't think Sony shop, you think, I go to Asda.
But once
Tesco.
you've got the system,
Oh,
and
for
you've
the Americans, I go to Walmart, I get a cheeseburger.
As well as
The PlayStation 4.
PlayStation.
And a 12-gauge shotgun when I'm at it.
Because I can buy guns and PlayStations. America.
I can live GTA for life.
And then get arrested.
Racist.
That's nationalist.
True.
But no, it's like there was they've got to sell all their hardware and whatnot, food, game, and all these other sites. But all the main games you can buy through the system, through the Xbox, through the consoles.
Yeah, I know.
Directly at a cheaper price, and
well,
then,
not
but also
at a cheaper
with
price though, but
because Microsoft with the Xbox, you have the Xbox Gold Live system. Because of that, you can buy games even cheaper.
Yeah, you can
But
get discounts.
it's not that cheap. It's not major discounts. Okay, compare it to Steam. That's the best way to think about it.
Oh, Steam.
Steam sales, £1.99 for a game that was £49 about 6 months earlier. Whereas with the PlayStation sales, as they put on, the deal
it will
of the
still
week,
be about 20 quid.
Oh, it's 50 quid before? Oh, okay, it's 45.99.
Yeah.
That's, and I honestly think they're sitting there doing it because they're so afraid that these people will turn around and go, well, we're not distributing your systems anymore. They'll go, like, we're screwed. But they won't, because the way they should think about it is Tesco, Asda, all the big main retailers, Walmart, because we do have Asda, and whoever else, Target, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the American things, McDonald's, I don't know what Americans have.
Yeah, McDonald's sells games.
Yeah,
But
soon.
they will never turn around and say, we're going to refuse to sell, don't put the microphone to your penis.
It's pointed directly at my penis. I'm a bit worried.
Okay. It's not,
You're going to get cancer.
It's going to... Fucking hell.
That's a bit harsh.
This escalated quickly.
My.
Holy shit.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I hope your mum watches this and hears you say to your twin brother, I hope you get cancer. Fucking hell. Anyway, so they're worried, but the big main retailers won't stop selling the systems because they're still making money out of it.
Yeah, that's
they don't give a shit if the games sell or not. That's what they don't care about.
Yeah, but the problem is once you've
sold the system,
say,
the games
say you've got
continued
just
profits.
for an example, say you've got a 20-person clientele. You sell those 20 people PlayStations or Xboxes, and then you can't sell them.
Ploxes.
Playboxes. Playbox.
I say the same word over and over
Playbox.
until I win. Ploxes.
No, but they sell those.
Ploxes.
They sell those 20 people the Ploxes. Damn, you won. They sell the 20 people the Ploxes. They don't then need to sell any more consoles, so they're going to have to sell them the games. But if the consoles are selling them cheaper, or they can just instead of. Did your phone vibrate or anything?
My phone's off.
Okay. Instead of. Good man. Instead of them going, okay, I'm going to go to the shop to buy this game, it's like, oh, I can just go online. I can just go onto the store in the console, just download this game, so I don't have to ever go outside.
That's fine, but here's my argument. Where are you going to get the accessories from? I want another controller.
Yeah.
I bought it from there, might as well go back. But people do think that.
Yeah,
People
controllers,
don't
cameras. But then with the Xbox, you've got a camera. You only if you want another controller,
if you want another controller, you're going to need to do it.
Yeah.
If they
But then
say
you can
we're going to release a new peripheral of it has 2 connects attached to each other to make dildo parties.
Quadruple!
Oh, we need to go back to the store, dude. Cheeseburger. So yeah, that's how they still make their money. Because again, no matter what these stores say, they still make a massive amount of profit from accessories. Because to build a PlayStation 4 controller can't cost anything more than £5 at a time. They charge 60.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And so Sony probably makes 20 quid, and the rest of it goes to fucking the retailer, so they can go kiss my ass for all they care.
Yeah.
And again, they should really do sales the way Steam does, Xbox and PlayStation, because if they don't, it's kind of like the idea of we understand that stores are making it cheaper. We understand that you don't want to go out and buy discs that take up space, but we don't care what we want because we want to shit in your mouth.
Yeah, but I think having it...
There's a big Japanese sushi shit going in your mouth. It's like, I saw another shit in your mouth.
Racist.
And the Americans are basically like, have my cheeseburger double-decker shit in your mouth because I don't care about the people who buy my shit.
But with regards to...
So racist, I'm going to hell.
Yes, you are.
With regards to
we're not going to get any viewers now after this.
Yeah. Anyway, oh, who's next? Argentina, fuck you! We took the Falklands!
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
That's
it, we're done. We're off the air.
Don't find out where I live.
His address is?
On screen now. No, but with regards to buying games, I've downloaded a few, but then I've got bored of them. It's like, oh, I wish I could go into a store, trade it in, store credit, and get another game.
Okay,
that's something you can't do with
You
that.
can't do that with downloads.
Okay,
Once you've got it, you've got it.
Let's say, for example, Microsoft stuck to their plan and said that you wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
What, trade games in?
Even if they're physical discs, you can't. So sorry, you can't do it. You're kind of bugged. It's either put them in the bin or just deal with it.
No, yeah, because I was on about when you bought the game, download a code.
But no, basically a code is basically locked to the disc or locked to your fucking thing or something.
Oh yeah, they started doing that with it was Battlefield, was it 3? To play online, you had to put this code in.
But you couldn't
that's
buy
online code. That's online.
But then you could buy the code.
Literally the disc. So literally, you put, for example, Grand Theft Auto in. That disc is now attached to your system. If you try and give it to your mate, he turns around and goes, "Unable to play."
Downloaded onto another system.
They changed your idea, but they risked it. They did say, "Well, why don't we try it?" People went nuts for it, but only because
that was in the announcement for the Xbox One.
During E3. The only reason that people went nuts for it is because Sony turned around and says, "Well, we're not doing that. We can just trade games off." You know. Yeah. But if both of them went in with full force going, no, what, fuck you, we're going to do it the way Steam does it, whereas if you download it, you keep it. You can't just trade it in. You just deal with it. Just pull the dick out of your ass and just shut up with it. So either they go in full force going, we'll make online games cheaper via our site. We still make nothing but profit because shipping costs, distribution costs are all gone.
Yeah.
And publishing costs and production costs are all gone. They'll make it cheaper the way Steam does it. And everybody wins. Okay, game will close down and they'll go to hell and there'll be no more game. But actually, the game does quite well in their used game market. So the Xbox 360 games and PlayStation 3 games and Nintendo games will be fine.
But I don't think it's actual game. I think it was like the smaller stores that were making a big uproar about it. Really.
It's game,
the ones that aren't so known, aren't well known. So like,
but they were always getting
your game. All those were fine. Yeah, but they were only starting moaning because when they realised the smaller stores were going, oh well, we are losing business. They're like, oh shit, we can lose business as well. Yeah. That's why they only joined. They only jumped on the bandwagon.
But again, the way Steam works is people go out, they make their own computers, or they buy ready-made computers, and they just get on with it. And Steam makes a lot of money. So someone has to kind of go, we might as well just do this and fuck it, and just get it over and done with.
So do that. Have a one online system.
Plugs!
No, not necessarily a plug, but just online. Just for online, everyone a control cross-system online system.
An X-Station.
X-Station online system. That's all you need. X-Station online, so you can play your friends no matter what console you have. That's all you need. And then, because then everyone wins.
Because then you can
play your friends. Mates. You can kick your friends' asses online. Bury them to the game.
Bury them to the game. Yeah.
Bury them to the game. Bury them in the game. That's what you do. Everyone wins.
Good job, retards.
Everyone wins.
Start features.
Plugs.
What's your word of the day?
Plugs.
Thought so.
Fuck Destiny. Hashtag fuck Destiny.
Hashtag plugs.
Fuck you, Destiny.
Hashtag plugs. What is this? Copyrighted Plox.
Yeah.
This Plox system is ours.
Are you still cold? You're still shivering?
I am still a little bit cold.
He's in it, in the jumper. I'm in the shirt.
It's a hoodie.
It's a jumper hoodie.
Oh my god, you two had the same genetic code when you masturbate. It's basically the same thing.
Oh my god, William, shut the fuck up. You racist.
Racist towards twist.
You're racist towards tint.
Twinist.
New word of the day.
And plugs.
What else?
What else have we done?
What else? Have we done anything else?
Not pretty sure. See, we need to get.
We need to plan these things so we can talk about this.
No,
topic,
because I think it's better. I think it's better on the fly. I mean,
well, yeah, it's better on the fly, but then having an idea, having like something, a list, maybe a few things to talk about, like the cross system or the
plugs,
or the virtual reality, the holograms, and all that shit.
I brought them all up in a timely fashion.
I bought the plugs.
I brought up holograms, you plugs!
I bought a cooperative online play
plugs.
Between the two systems. Plugs. Hashtag plugs. Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Sponsored by Snickers. Have a break. Have a Snickers.
Just have something.
Have a break. Have a not a Kit Kat. A Snickers.
Snickers. Have a Snickers.
Bollocks a Kit Kat. You're gonna get sued now for using the have a break.
Yeah.
Have a.
It's 3 words. It's not like when they're going, oh, you created an advertisement for it. Oh, we're sponsored by Snickers, by the way.
Fuck you, Kit Kat.
Okay. All right.
What else?
I don't know what else. Anything else going on?
Anything else?
Not else.
Come on.
Going on.
Nothing. I haven't played
Any new games coming
Have
out?
you guys got?
Oh, wait, what is coming out now? What's coming out later?
What's
The order is in February. It's this month, isn't it? The order 1060 or whatever, 1866.
1866.
Can't be
I've seen
1066.
no,
They didn't have weapons.
exactly, yeah, 1866.
Well, they didn't have
I've
werewolves.
seen a few trailers on that. I'm not too sure. I'm not convinced about it yet. I'm not sold.
I haven't seen that. I don't know what you're on about.
It's hard to
It's
describe.
not available on your system.
Good.
It's hard to describe really, but I'm not sold about it yet.
It has
I
werewolves.
don't know.
So you like werewolves? You should buy a PlayStation.
There was a game I saw. Oh, what was it?
I put that gigantic big black door thing just fucking in the bin. Give it to the stupid dog of yours.
Put it in the wall. Put it in a brick in the wall.
Why are you playing on your phone?
I'm not. I'm trying to find a video.
It's
I
finding
shared.
porn.
I'm not finding porn.
You're on Facebook. That's not video.
It's no. But I'm just. Oh, he's connected. Fucking idiot.
You
No,
got
I
airplane
saw-
mode on you.
Yeah, but sometimes you can access Facebook and your stuff without having internet access.
Oh,
But oh my god, I'm trying to talk about something here. No, I saw a
Let
video.
the
I
baby
can't remember
have
what the
his
game was
moment.
called. I can't remember what the game was called, but I saw a trailer for it a
Bloodborne?
few days ago.
Bloodborne.
No, it was about a load of zombies or mutants.
and
and you're surviving.
Dying Light.
Dying
Dying
Light.
Light.
Dying, and you're basically like just like you're free
Parkour.
running, parkouring over.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
buildings,
During the
and
day,
destroying people.
it's completely safe. You kick the shit out of every other
Yeah, but
person.
then during the night,
During
you
the
have to survive,
night-
yeah.
You hide and cry in the corner like a little girl.
Well, that's what you'd be doing.
Because some of the zombie alien.
But the way I understand it is, during the day they're weak, but during the night they're strong.
Yeah. Well, during the night they actually come out into the streets. During the day,
They come out at
it's
night.
sort of I Am Legend style. So during the night they all come out and they have eat and kill everything, and during the day they're nowhere to be seen. That's actually on.
I saw a trailer for that, and that seemed quite interesting.
It looks
I remember,
good, but I can't deal with the. I don't mind for like first person shooters. I can deal with that
Yeah.
because you can see something. But you know, like free running games. What's that?
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge. I looked at it and it was kind of like my head go twisty and I felt sick.
Yeah, it
I
was
absolutely,
really
I
hard.
absolutely loved Mirror's
I
Edge.
was just kind of like.
Yeah.
Really,
I get what you
absolutely
mean,
loved
Yeah, it made
Mirror's
me
Edge.
feel sick because and every time she jumped over a building, looked down or fell down, I was kind of like, oh my stomach, I'm gonna pee! Ah! It's like, oh, I'm dead. It's only some stupid girl. That's why she's dead. It's fine.
Oh shit, she's back alive.
Reset.
No, but I saw a trailer for that. I'm not too sure about it. But that does look interesting. But like you say, it might be a bit.
But there's supposed to be a Mirror's Edge 2, isn't there?
Yeah,
that's
that's
next
100%
year.
been announced. That's 100% been announced.
Yeah, but that's like next year, isn't it?
I don't
I
know.
swear
I don't know. I don't. I
I
don't.
swear I
I
saw-
don't. I
haven't
don't
seen
work
the
for DICE,
announcements.
so I don't know.
Oh,
what year.
fair.
So.
I swear I saw the announcements like a few years ago for it though.
No, it was. It was.
Oh no,
at the
it's been
last
rumoured for a
E3.
few years, but I think it's actually been confirmed.
No, it's been rumored. I think they confirmed it last E3 or the E3.
I think there's been a rumour since the first one came out.
Entertainment Expo E. I don't know what it is.
No, I don't.
The Entertainment
Entertainment Expo
So-
Extravaganza.
No. I should know.
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
I should know this.
X-rated.
Equine. Elephant.
I can't think what it is now. It's going to bug me now.
Oh well.
I have to look on.
So yeah.
I don't know what's coming out on the
I know,
Xbox because I haven't actually been paying
the
attention.
Order, and then
Yeah.
what else is coming out?
There's not an awful lot.
I sh-
Batman's coming out
No.
end of this year.
Yeah, the 20th.
Haven't heard anything more about the Division actually.
The Division.
Oh, the Division.
Haven't heard any
That's-
more
the
on that.
Division,
That's
I think, is.
Because it was supposed to be.
I've seen so many. It's sort of like May, then Christmas time this year, then May
New
next
Year's
year, or something
time.
like that.
It was
New Year's
supposed to be
time.
New Year this year, wasn't it? Or like
Yeah,
2014.
but I
then
can,
it got
I can
put back
understand
to-
them. They're having
I
to
think
do a
it's
lot of
fall
work
this
onto
year,
it
summer this
because
year.
of what they
You
wanted
two
to
are
do.
talking both at the same time about two different subjects.
Oh well.
I
No,
can't.
we're both
I
talking about,
can't.
we're both talking about
as in-
Division.
As in you were going, you know, the graphic content. You know, what they released though. How can they understand you? I can't understand you. I'm here.
That's the funny thing. That's what makes our podcast special. You can't understand us.
Yes.
So
I don't know which one's talking.
I love the fact that you two now pause now and everyone talks now instead of going. It's
No, the reason why they probably push it back is
because it
because.
doesn't work. There you go. That's
Oh no,
probably
it works, but then they've got to realise, right, we need to get this working multiply on numerous different systems when, 3 groups meet at the same stage, so that's possibly 12 different points of view they've got to try and work at.
And it's all going to be running on the same servers, as
Yeah.
it were, and it's all online only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the
Which is
online. Come on, think of all the online only games that have happened in 2014. Every single one except for Destiny was broken, wasn't there? The launch.
Yeah.
Every single one.
No, yeah,
And
there's
all
been
the,
problems.
all the Ubisoft ones have been broken, and it's being developed by.
Ubisoft. Well, Ubisoft Montreal with Assassin's Creed, they just fucked up because they put it up too early.
Yeah, Division might have just looked at it and gone, shit, they fucked up. We
they
don't want to do
it.
that.
We're going to take our time. We're going to make it perfect before it hits the shelves. But also, I don't know if there's a lot of people out there that don't particularly like online-only games. Because it means you have to go online with other people.
Yeah, but then if you don't have that PlayStation Plus or the Gold membership, you've got to have to fork 40 quid a year or like 5 quid a week.
$39.99, I think you'll find.
Oh, yeah, you've got to fork
but then
like
5 quid a...
Yeah, online-only games, or for people that don't have the internet, we can't play it.
6 months.
That screws so bad. But even in the UK, the UK's tiny. I mean, it's a tiny country. I mean, it doesn't even, it fits in Texas 3 times.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of people.
There is quite a lot of people
who do not have the internet, who have very slow internet.
She's got really shit. I could not cope with that. Slow internet.
I came to your house and I tried to use your internet to download. I'm like, why is this taking?
What, you tried to get on our Wi-Fi?
32 seconds to download a 15 megabyte file.
Oh,
it's like if I click it, it just goes boop down. It's like that's the correct speed. Even that's not fast enough.
Yeah, but I
want it to predict it.
I reckon that's because of the power lines. Like,
you're a power line.
Your mum's
I'm power line.
His mum is your mum.
Like your mum.
Right.
But no, I reckon that's because of the power line system. Because it's, I don't know, probably got a bit old or
Your mum's a power line.
need to reset it. That is such the worst. That is the worst comeback, but it's the one that's always faithful. Your mum's.
Your dad's a power line and they had power line babies.
That's racist.
You're racist.
But
your mum's racist.
Okay, so I don't think the order's gonna. Not the order. I don't think the division's gonna work. I think it will come out and be completely.
I think it'll be, and if it does work, I think the hype of it will just kill it. It's all, oh yes, this, oh my god, it's amazing.
Do you think that's why they've gone so quiet on it?
Maybe.
Because they want to try and kill all the hype?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, they put out the video for E3 the other year, and then they put out...
2012? 2013?
Yeah, 2013.
Oh yeah, because it was when the PlayStation and Xbox were going to be about to be released.
Yeah, these are the games that are coming up for it. So that was in 2013. In 2014, they did another video.
That's when they attacked them. That's when they did the thing where they came up the subway.
Yeah.
And went to the big library thing, and that's their headquarters.
Yeah, that was the one. And then they've brought out sort of non-playable videos. Yeah. Where it's just sort of all visual effects, which they can do easy anytime. Yeah. So, but that was the only major 3. I think there's a 4th or 5th one out there.
They've either gone quiet to try and destroy the hype, or they've
over each other again.
They've gone quiet to destroy the hype, or they've got nothing else to show at the minute.
No, they've shown it all. I mean, I've seen a video on the Snowdrop engine, which is the engine they've used for all the graphics.
Snowdrop engine?
Which is, it's actually really smart.
Yeah.
Because you'll see snowfall, say, at night if you're running around, but then by the afternoon, when the sun's hit it all, it's actually all melted, so you can sit and watch it melt and everything. The Snowdrop engine is really, really smart. If they started applying that engine to other graphics games and whatnot, it'll just be...
I literally have no hope. I have zero hope for it.
Yeah.
I've got hope for it.
I've
got hope for it, but...
I think that engine might be that engine that's killed it. They've expected...
I honestly think it's the online servers that they're sitting there thinking, every fucking game, Drive Club came out, and that's a joke. I mean, even today, I bought it the day it came out, and to this day, it's been about 3 months.
You haven't heard it?
And I still can't get online.
Wow.
I can't get it. It'll connect. I go, great, I can play with someone. Disconnect. Connect, disconnect. It's like, why?
They need to get their servers in order.
See, okay,
no matter what game you have, you're still... Like, you're playing it for half hour or whatnot, and you're disconnected from the servers.
Yeah.
And then you just can't connect for another half hour. It's their service.
I mean, every single COD since Modern Warfare 2.
Don't say COD, okay? Because when people say I play COD, you say you play with fish.
Play with fish.
Really?
Do you like fish
Call of
sticks?
Duty.
Do you like fish sticks?
Fish sticks?
Yeah. No. You don't like fish sticks. You don't like fish sticks in the mouth.
When Call of Duties, I'm going to go back to the subject.
South Park joke.
Yeah. When the Call of Duties came out though, all the online plays for that, first time, like midnight launches, by 1 o'clock there's God knows how many hundreds of thousands of people coming out.
Server crashed.
Servers crashed every single one of the online play.
They try and predict it, don't
they predict, oh, we'll have 100,000 people playing it. No, they've got 500,000 people playing it online at this time.
I understand why they can't test it because they can't get that many people in to test it.
No,
Yeah.
but they should expect.
But surely
100,000.
Surely we live in an age. But surely we live in an age where we can basically make ghost programs. So what I mean is, you can basically turn on one thing, and then you basically tell the server, oh, okay, 1 million people are about to hit your server. What's going to happen? Just
Yeah.
ghost it. The way like a DDoS attack works with hackers.
Yeah.
Look, they're not hackers, they're dickheads. Okay, the way DDoS attacks work is a bunch of information continues to get pushed. So why can't they just get it as simulated where they go, right, we pre-orders are telling us we're going to sell 10 million copies. Right, okay, they may not all play online, but let's try and
Let's see what happens
let's
if
see what
10
happens when 10
million
million
people
hit it.
try and hit our servers at the same point.
Considering that these people, they spend,
And
they're
then
spending,
push it 20.
they're spending
20
10,
million,
between
30
10
million.
and 60 million or whatever the hell it is
Yeah.
on games. Why can't they just turn around and go, why don't we get 10 people to sit there, figure out how to make this work and attack the servers,
Yeah.
make it look like they're being worked, and they go, oh, it didn't work after 1,000 people it
Well, that's
crashed.
the thing. I mean,
Oh,
you
we
can,
better do something about
you
that.
can write programs on computers which are basically bots.
Yeah,
that's
NPCs.
what it's about.
NPCs. That's what I mean. Yeah.
So you can have, I don't know what. Say you
Stop putting your
have
hand in my pocket.
say you have 100 bots per computer, or even more than that per one computer. You just have like 10 computers with God knows how many
Don't
bots.
make 10,000
Attack the
Yeah,
system.
make
exactly.
10,000
That's what he's
bots
saying.
per computer. Just attack
That's
the,
what
the
he's
server.
saying.
Oh, no,
Push
that's
the
depending
information
on
to
the-
push it.
Capacity of the computer, so you can only have
No,
before the computer
but-
starts to slow and.
I don't know, but I mean these are all like, I mean the ones that are making what they call AAA games
Yeah.
are massive companies. I mean they are massive
No, yeah,
companies.
yeah.
So they can turn around and go, well, if we're going to do this, we might as well hire someone or build a machine that is capable of doing this,
Yeah.
because we're going to have it forever, because we're going to constantly be online, because that's the way the evolution is
Yeah.
moving.
They're just not smart enough, are they?
You suck, AAA people.
So they need to update the servers. They just need to redo the servers.
No,
Instead
no,
of
they don't,
producing
they
the
don't,
game,
they
they
don't
just
even need to do that. They need to test them.
Before
Well,
they
that's
launch the
seriously
game,
test
before they
them.
launch the game, right? Let's test this group of servers we have just purely for this game.
Yeah.
Let's test it to see if it can handle 10 million people.
And beta tests don't work. Don't do an online
No.
beta, because that does nothing. Because it's kind of basically like, look, we're going to give you the tip, but we're not going to give you the full shaft.
Yeah.
You know what? When I said it, as I was saying it, I thought, why am I making another dick joke? I'm making another penis joke.
Is that something you're not telling us?
So,
He hasn't had it for a good while.
oh. Anyway, so that's what they're doing. They're basically going, well, we'll kind of test the service. We'll go, well, it kind of went well. Yeah, high five, bro. Let's go to the beach. Oh, it launched and everything crashed. Oh well.
We test the beta on the servers with
500 people.
500 people, because that's how many people we gave the betas to. It worked perfectly fine. Yeah. Let's go on holiday.
Right, okay.
It crashes. Oh crap!
Okay, let's change
10 million.
Change the subject, because we're going to end it quite soon.
Yeah, we're ranting a bit, aren't we?
Yeah. What we are? Time-wise, I can't read it.
Blind dickhead. Okay, here we go.
I'm not the one
This
with
is my favorite.
glasses.
This is my favorite. This has to be really quick. You can't go duh like duh. Okay, you have to say it immediately. Okay.
Shit.
Ready?
Drugs.
Biggest game. No, not drugs. Biggest game the disappointment of 2014. Go. Don't think. Say it.
Unity.
What?
Unity. Assassin's
Go.
Creed Unity.
Isolation.
Oh, isolation. I was going to say
Ooh,
isolation.
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 I can't think of anything else though. It's just
Isolation.
isolation.
Okay. Most overhyped.
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 Ooh.
Don't. You're thinking. Say it.
I can't think. I don't know.
Matt's a transvestite. Go. Go.
What? Most hyped game.
Most overhyped.
Most
What
Most overhyped
game?
game. Unity.
Destiny. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, you didn't answer the first one.
I said isolation also.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
isolation. Okay.
Well, that's because we played it with just.
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay, let's
Isolation was a big
see.
disappointment, Unity was a big more of disappointment due to all the bugs that came out with.
Oh,
Actually, I might change it.
That's why Unity.
Isolation was quite hyped as well, and was just disappointment. Most hyped and disappointed were both of them. It's like Isolation.
He has a point.
Unity.
The amount of
then
hype was for
Unity
Unity.
was
actually, I thought
hyped.
Unity had a very basic level of hype. It was
Yeah.
kind of like, another Assassin's Creed, yay,
Yeah.
you know, stabbing people.
Although on Assassin's
Oh, we
Creed,
fucked up.
they are already. Next year we're going to get the latest one coming. What's it
In
called?
London.
in London, basically. No, yeah, but they're getting.
But it's
In
finally
London.
coming to England.
Yeah, but it's next
Oh, we're
year.
not going to Japan.
It's next
We
year.
don't want to go to Japan.
It's this year. It's 2015.
Yeah, 2015. It's bringing out this year. They've got a year. Basically, it's going to be the same as Unity, same coding, same everything else.
Yeah.
We're just changing the graphics,
Changing the character, changing the
change
graphics.
storylines, change character, change.
Well, actually,
graphics.
is that
That's
the
all
next?
that's gonna
Is that
be.
the next stage in the game? Is that just
That's-
another
it's
Unity
gonna be
point
fucking-
two, like
I'm not going to get my hopes
Assassin's
up. I'm not going to get my hopes up. Because it's going to be exactly the same.
Creed 2?
It's going to upset me. It's going to upset me. I'm going to cry.
Okay,
next question, come on.
okay. Next question. Trying to think of something.
Most looking. Oh, no, I can't say most
Don't.
looking
I am coming up with the questions. Happiest moment in a game, 2014. Go.
Happiest moment?
Game.
That's something when you sat
You
there
go
going.
first.
When you sat there going, ha! Can't believe I did that. Fine, you want me to say it?
Yeah.
When you fucking got an elephant and you crashed into someone in 554 and this van thing flipped and it said, "Do not kill innocent people." Then I threw grenades, killed everyone. Fuck you, Destiny.
Hashtag fuck you, Destiny.
Yeah.
It's about fun.
Okay, happiest moment. Go.
Happiest moment. Oh, bloody hell, I don't know. There hasn't been a moment.
That is a
There
transvestite.
hasn't been any moment in any game where I've thought,
Jason.
I haven't.
Jason is the transvestite.
The most happiest moment in the game.
When you sat there going, "That's amazing." Come
I'm
on.
glad- oh,
when
when
you
you
shot
sat
a
there like-
prostitute in the face in GTA. Go, blah, blah.
In GTA 5, I'm on GTA 5 online. Not online, but when I actually found a prostitute and got to do everything to me in the back alley. I picked up a prostitute, drove down the back alley, I was like, you actually get to pick what you're going to do to me. Fucking yes! Just sat there, I was sat there for about half an hour.
Honestly,
and then got out and killed her, of course.
if you're,
you
don't get money
You don't
back.
get the same amount of money back though.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
With this one, you do.
Oh.
Will's just in shock now. Most happiest moment when I realised they put that back into the game.
yeah, when you killed the hooker, yeah. Well, I'm so
No, no,
happy.
when you paid for the services and then.
Paid for their services. It's like an MOT. Fucking idiot. You fucking.
You asked the question, I just
What
answered it.
do you think when you get an MOT in actual real life, you kill the person?
Alright,
and take the money back?
okay. Two more questions. Most emotional. Where you sat there thinking, "Damn, man, that's fucking a bit heavy." In a game, 2014.
Most emotional, wow.
Come on, I can't call you transvestite for the third time running.
What's yours? Because it's hard to say, because we can't both out going bang, because these are quite, this is like,
Most emotional point in gaming for me, I can't actually say it because it didn't happen in 2014. It actually happened very early 2015. It's when my PlayStation deleted all my shit. Fuck you, Sony.
most emotional.
That
Wow.
made me sit there going, I might cry. Should I cry? Maybe I'll cry. I think it's time to cry. I didn't cry, but I should have cried.
Yeah.
I don't know. There hasn't been one for me in 2014.
Most emotional was when I thought, I downloaded Destiny online. Hashtag hate Destiny. Fuck Destiny. But it was taking so long, I had to leave everything on overnight, and I had to keep on waking up because it said I'd timed out, but it still picked up when it still picked up where it left off, but I had to keep on waking up going, okay, retry, okay, it's connected, it's carrying on, go back to sleep, wake up, okay, blah blah blah. I was so tired, I was so frustrated. I think I did cry. I should have bumped you. And then to play the game and it was
So
shit.
Matt, you're transvestite again.
I'm
right?
trying to start again. I'm a transvestite.
Fourth
There's been
time.
no games though that have made me feel very emotional.
Okay, here we go.
You
You have to tell the truth now, because I know you think that you're a very manly man. Yeah, but you're quite feminine.
Oh, you trying
Okay?
to
So
No.
here we go. Here we go. Final question. One game in your history, it can be throughout
Okay.
the history of gaming, that has made you cry.
One game that's made us cry in the entire history.
The entire
It's
history.
You're going to fucking sit on
Drop
me
the
in a minute.
mic, bitch. Oh my God.
Do you have a game?
Of course I do.
I haven't cried at a game. There's one that's made me sad,
Okay, what
but
is
I've
it?
never cried.
Okay, go on, tell us it.
Final Fantasy X.
Why?
Oh, at the end.
Spoilers!
If you, Final Fantasy X has been out for a good few years. If you haven't played it and completed it, you're sad. You can't be spoiled. No, right at the very end, there's a set of music called To Sanakand.
Wait, yeah,
Yeah.
I know it well.
Yeah. But no, in case you want to listen to it.
I was
So
the one with Yuna and Titus.
Titus.
Yeah.
I got a blue sword and I'm like a jackass. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's just that ending music. I don't know. It made me sad.
The storyline
That's
is
the
well
only
then.
time.
The storyline is well to it when you realise you're not actually alive and you're just
Yeah,
just
that's
do it.
fucked up.
Yeah, you're a ghost. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
You're
like,
a ghost.
it's like,
like,
it's like
you
yeah,
don't-
you've been,
Everyone's that.
Here, sorry.
you've been hugging her and all this
Just
shit.
so you know, you do not matter. It's like, oh,
Just so you know, you're a ghost and you just fucking
Go.
things up.
Yeah.
Come on, Jason.
Most emotion in gaming completely.
And
Yeah.
in history.
That's kind of.
Something that really you sat there, even if like days later, you're like, God, poof, can't
God
believe
damn,
that.
that stuck with me. He's got to say it. Hooker again.
Genuinely funny when
I shot that hooker. So I saw another hooker who wanted to shoot her in real life.
She was actually a gang. She deserved getting shot. I did not kill anyone.
Yet.
Just if the body's not found, it's not murder.
Yes, I was just about to say, I found this thing.
If the
It's
body's
not classed as murder if the body is not found there, just a missing person.
I'm so glad we're so close to ending this show.
I found it on Facebook earlier.
Go, come on.
Most saddest
that really
happiest-
stuck with you. Something
Yeah.
that was kind of like, I could not believe that happened.
God, come back to me in about half hour.
No,
You don't have that. You have 5 minutes.
5 seconds.
God,
Otherwise, you're getting called a
I don't know.
transvestite.
I've been
Don't be a transvestite.
I'm not transvestite.
You're a transvestite.
No, but you'll be called a transvestite. You've already been called it once.
Twice.
Twice.
How can
3 times
The
lady.
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's end the show
What
quickly.
was your one?
Oh, mine was Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Patriot. At the very, very
Yeah,
end,
I know
where
that
Snake puts a gun in his mouth, and I sat there going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And I kind of felt, and I know at the time that it didn't really matter, but I was sat there, and it was basically the end of Snake's story. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
this is it. You know, his only real choice was to kill himself, because otherwise you'd have to keep going back into finding a war zone, fighting again. And then there was the big reveal of that that Big Boss was still alive, and it was actually it was Colonel Zero, I think his name was, who was actually the corpse or the in cryogenics body, and it was kind of very much like, and the idea was, I sat there watching it going, and at the time I thought, I will never experience another story with Snake again.
Mm.
And because I mean, I grew up with it on the NES, on the SNES, and on the PlayStation,
Yeah,
original
I got into it
PlayStation,
on the PlayStation,
on the PlayStation
PlayStation
2,
2,
on
that's
the
it.
PlayStation 3, and I thought, this is about, I'd say about 20 years of gaming. Obviously, I hadn't been playing that entire time, but it was 20 years of gaming in my life where I thought, I've stuck with him. I love this character. I think he's a genius character.
Okay.
And it's kind of... You took away all the hard work to say. You are such a twat. Okay. And I kind of thought, I love this character. Yeah. And his story has been fascinating. And I cannot believe there's no other way for him to get away from this without...
Killing himself.
Putting a gun in his mouth and pulling the trigger. And then obviously, and eventually it turned around where he basically just walked away. And eventually the idea was, when you're gonna just go live your life and just die when you're gonna die. Don't do it yourself.
Basically, he
Let
gave
life.
up. He gave up that life and started a new one.
Yeah, basically that's it. And it's kind of that's why I kind of broke my heart. And I remember going downstairs, sitting in my living room, crying, actually crying. My sister said to me, "What the hell?" Oh, fuck it. My sister said to me, "What's wrong with you?" I go, "Snake's never coming back."
And what did she say?
Nothing.
Gay.
She said, "Who the fuck is Snake?" I was like, "Don't worry about it." So I said,
That's the thing about gamers.
I miss
That
it.
is the thing about gamers. You'll get really attached to a game like that, and you will actually cry. And people, that's what's wrong. And you turn around.
Snake!
This thing, this thing in their game happened, and they just look at her as if to say, "You sad bastard, get a life." But games are a big part of life, in everyone's life.
Well, not
You've had
everyone's
5
life,
minutes.
people's life. I can't think of
Speak.
one.
Come on, you must.
I can't. One that's really had a
That
major
time Mario fell down and died. Oh no!
When Peach kept on getting kidnapped.
Catnapped.
Cat.
She's a cat.
I said
Meow.
kidnapped.
She's a cat.
I said kidnapped.
You said cat.
Did I? I meant kidnapped. I thought I said kidnapped.
Peach
When
is
she
a
kept on
cat.
getting kidnapped all the time, could she not look after herself?
Exactly, those cats.
Fucking cat.
Come on, there must be one. I'm
Come on.
not ending the show until you do it. Come on, there must be one thing that really stuck. Okay, what's the one thing that stuck with you that you always remembered in a game that you played and you go, I'm never going to forget that?
There isn't anything.
You don't remember anything.
Yeah, there isn't one specific thing in any game. As if to say, I'm going to remember that.
No.
What about, actually no, you didn't give a shit about Halo, do you?
I enjoyed Halo, but it's just
No, you don't give a shit about the story. Like,
Wake me up when you need you. 'cause
Halo
this
4
game's a piece of
Halo
shit.
4 when Cortana dies.
She's still alive.
And she's an AI program, she
No,
can be recreated.
not even that.
No, so, yeah.
No. Not everyone Katana dies. Not everyone.
Liquid blue plasma fled through the air as it hit and splat. Fuck you, Halo. Fuck you, Bungie!
No, so that's an excerpt from one of the books.
It is. It
Word
is.
for word.
It is. It is. I remember hearing it once. Someone said it to me. That's liquid blue plasma. Go on. Come on. There must be one thing. Come on.
There is,
Go on.
I can't think of anything.
Transvestite.
Officially ruled.
You're a transvestite.
You are a transvestite. So that was shut up.
Chit chat.
Shut up. ChatChit.
Okay.
Alright, that's the end of episode 2 of ChatChit. We hope you enjoyed it. We don't care if you did or didn't. Ultra transvestite, medium transvestite, totally normal, and I cry during a game. Fuck you.
Gay. Transvestite from gay.
Dickheads. Okay, don't forget, like, follow, all that nonsense shit, and subscribe.
Ensure.
You know the time.
Send us money.
Watch
Send us money in an envelope.
times.
Money in an envelope. Going, we love you. Here's an envelope full of money. Okay.
Snickers, send us Snickers.
Snickers,
Have a break.
No,
Take a Snickers.
have a break. Have a Snickers.
Might as well.
No, Mars bars are chewy and they get in the teeth. I like the peanuts and slowly releasing energy throughout the day. Anywho, that's the end of episode 2 of ChatChit. We hope to see you again next week. You definitely will. The podcast will be available on iTunes and available via this site. This web link. If you go on this web link,
Is it this site?
if you go on this web link,
Web link.
you'll see. There'll be if you want to download it like an MP3,
holding
if you
hands.
want to. It's all available on YouTube for the people who are listening on iTunes. If you go on to, if you just search ChatChit, and then the page should come up, or Google it. There you go.
Google it.
Bing.
No, don't ping it. Don't
Bing. No.
ChatChit. Moscow Russian holidays. Wait, no. Why? That's nothing to do with what I wanted. That's not what I wanted.
That's basically what Bing is.
ChatChit episode 2. Oh. Scenic routes of Mongolia. It's like, no, it's not what I want, you idiot.
You twat.
Okay, we'll see you later, guys. My name is Will Noel. I'm not going to say Twitter stuff. You can fuck off.
It'll appear on screen.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
William Noel.
Okay. William Noel. Jason Panther.
Jason Panther.
Matthew has nothing. Okay, I'm Will Noel. I'll see you later.
I'm Jason Panther. We'll catch you next time.
I'm Matt Panther, and
You can talk to the camera now.
I can talk to the camera now. Ooh. I'm Matt Panther. Get sent to screen. Most important. Yeah. See you later, guys.
Bye.
I'm really crushed in this scene. Can we do?
Transvestite.
Gay.
Stop saying gay.
You're gay.
Oh, tape just ran out.
Awesome.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh.
And we even got the little bit of.
No, it's still good.
I'm really
Now, what's that
crushed
red? That red
the
thing. That red thing. Where my hand is now.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
0 minute. Yeah. It's just went out.
Booyah!
That must have been an hour dead.
I was going to, but I'm like this.